Financial wellness. Reach out to them for advice at 855-DON-GINO. And now back to your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
So Michael Hellickson with Club Wealth, world-class coaching, world-class results, is sharing with us some of the steps all of us can take, whether you're in real estate or not, to change your life. And welcome aboard, Michael, via Skype.
Thanks. It's always fun being here. I keep coming back to this thought of this plethora of videos on YouTube, on your YouTube channel, that I got to go see these 800 videos. That's incredible.
Yeah, we had to break them up in playlists now. We're still cataloging them and trying to, categorize them under categories now. That wasn't necessary at first, but, then it's like, gosh, we should put all of them in one place. So if you want to look about one subject, it's easier to find.
Yeah, that's great.
So why don't we dive into a couple of things about what can change your life? Because I know, Gino, I work really hard. It's a constant struggle, and we'll go into that a little bit, with changing our life and staying on task and on focus. So help us with some do's and not to do's to help all of us stay more focused for 2016 and help us accomplish a few goals. Not all the goals in the world. Be careful. Just pick a few.
Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to figure out what you're trying to accomplish. What's the goal? Begin with the end in mind, like we talked about earlier.
Yep, love that.
Once you've got that figured out, then you've got to decide, okay, what's it going to take me to get there? And I've got to create that perfect daily schedule that forces me on a daily basis to do the things that I've decided for myself are important to accomplishing my goal. Then you have to execute on that perfect daily schedule. And the easiest way to do that is always plan the hardest, most difficult tasks early in the day. So between 8 and noon, that's when you want your most difficult tasks. And in terms of working out, you hit the nail on the head. Do that early in the morning. Do that at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, so you can be in the office by 8 o'clock. Then the other thing, and this is crazy, and a lot of people, they look at me sideways when I tell them this, there's some things that you want to stop doing before noon. And here they are. Never check your email, your voicemail, your text messages, or your social media before noon. All that stuff can wait. There's not a single emergency in your business that can't wait until afternoon. And if it's that big a deal, tell them to call 911.
All right. Wow.
Wow.
That'll change your life, because I see that all the time throughout my office, and even we get caught in it. And you'd be surprised. The thing we try to tell a lot of our teammates in our office is turn off your email, because otherwise it becomes your to-do list. Am I right?
That's right. Well, yeah, and what happens is everybody else controls your schedule instead of you controlling your schedule.
Yeah, that sounds really familiar here, doesn't it? Because when we first started the radio show, they said our coaches, Ron Quintero on the Real Estate Radio Network, said, do you want to take call-ins on your radio show? And we said, well, I'm not sure. That it sounds like a good idea. I love listening to call-in radio. And they go, just realize if you take call-ins, they control your content. You don't. And then we decided against it because we really were an educational show. And at the time, it was a lot of people in distress. So every single phone call would have been, I'm losing my house. How can I get out of it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the same thing with your phone. Why do you have a phone? Do you have a phone so that everybody can reach you? Or do you have a phone for your convenience so that you can make calls when you want to make calls? Or email, is this so that everybody in the world can hit you up anytime they want? Or is it so that you can reach out to the people that you want to reach out to when you want to? So you've got to really take a different approach to, why do I have all this technology around me? I really recommend that people turn off all the notifications for their email, their social media, everything. Turn all those notifications off on your phone and on your computer, because all they are is distractions. And when you have it in your schedule and it's your time to work on those things, go work on those things. And when it's your time to work on something else, put those things aside and focus on what you're supposed to be focused on in the moment.
Good point. And we what do we call you, Gino, in our office?
Squirrel.
Because it's so easy to get distracted, because our brain actually, after a little bit of time of focus, looks for distractions, and you got to eliminate as many as possible, right?
That's right. And it's hard to do. It's really, that's a muscle that has to be exercised like any other. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes consistency to be able to really get to the point where you can start putting those things off, especially for those of us with wicked ADD. And I know you guys probably don't suffer from that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're in sales. Everybody in sales is pretty much ADD. All right, and if you just tuned in, we're here with Michael Hellickson with Club Wealth, world-class coaching, world-class results. Why don't we dive into that perfect daily schedule a little bit more? We got about 3 minutes here before our next break.
Well, the perfect daily schedule is going to be different for everybody. There is no one perfect daily schedule that applies to every single person or every agent, every mortgage broker, whatever it is. There's going to be something that's your personal perfect daily schedule. The components that need to be in that perfect daily schedule are pretty similar regardless of what industry you're in, whether you're in lending or real estate or something else, financial planners, CPAs. Everybody needs to have time they work in the business, time they work on the business, and they need to have these different items broken out. So you've got, like we talked about, I like to start off the day working out. Then I go to, getting ready for the day. I want to make sure that the most important things get put in that schedule first.
Right.
I want to limit my admin time. This is probably the hardest thing for salespeople. I want to minimize the amount of time I spend on administrative duties possible. In fact, there's a quote that I always like to share. If you don't have an assistant, you are one.
Yeah, beautiful.
Well.
You guys remember that?
Oh yeah,
and we have plenty, and it's what the reality is that as we've added assistants, we've added success because we've been able to focus on the things we do best.
Well, that's because we have the best assistants in the world, and two are in here, just so you know. So making sure they hear this.
But I'm really glad you brought that up because you're right about that. It's not enough just to throw bodies at the problem. That doesn't solve anything.
No,
that
never
just
does.
Complicates things.
Good point.
But when you have the right people in the right seats on the bus, especially if you focus on finding people that are more intelligent than you are, that have a skill set you don't have, they bring value, and now you grow exponentially because if you can get out of their way, if you can just provide an environment where they can succeed and then get the heck out of their way, they will figure out where to take the bus and where to go with things. And all you've got to do is provide a little bit of direction along the way.
Yeah, I always say that I like to hire people that do the things that I'm incredibly bad at. And before I had my
how many people do we have to hire?
Well, there's a whole array of them on our team. I wonder why.
Obviously.
They say it takes a village to raise a child, but we're not sure about Gino.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, and on that, you hear us joke around a lot, Michael. That's why we love you, because you like to have fun at what you do. Gino and I tease each other a lot, but we love what we do. We have fun. It's not this rigorous, go in the office and grind. I mean, anybody who whines in our office, we pull them in the office, go, not our culture, not our way, no drama. We're here to work and have a good time, and it's okay to have fun at work. So and we're not done having fun with you, buddy. Again, Michael Hellickson with Club Wealth, world-class coaching, world-class results. We're trying to help guide you to a better 2016. And, Michael, you're helping us with that. We got another segment where you can give us some more pearls of wisdom. Okay, buddy?
Right on. Looking forward to it.
All right, don't go away. We got some more great stuff to end the day and start off your Saturday the right way on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show.